Yeah, no, I got the jams on, you guys. So I'm going to be monitoring the chat. We'll get started here in a few minutes. Gotta leave this jam on right here. What's up, everybody? Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm just kind of letting this live go right now. Get some people on here. We'll cover a lot of good stuff today, a little bit of real estate, a whole lot of tequila. You guys did the right thing, right? Someone say tequila, I'm there. Song is Acá Entre Nos by Vicente Fernández, one of my faves. Hope everyone is doing well. Shout out to everybody. Happy holidays. I'm back. Was in Mexico, went to Oaxaca, went to Guadalajara. Had an amazing time. Can't wait to go back and be there soon. But we got some awesome finds for you guys. Something that we want to talk through with you. I don't think we've ever done this before. We've had tequila tastings in the past where we've actually tasted tequila when we were in Tepatitlán, Jalisco. We were in the motherland. We were actually drinking some of the tequila there. We went live in Mexico. And then we've done a celebrity tequila tasting. We each brought our own little celebrity inspired tequilas. And but this is the first. What we're gonna do today is the first. So good evening, everybody. On that note, go ahead and pause the music here. And I want to welcome everybody back. It's Tequila and Transactions, episode number 18 with your boy, Ricky the Realtor. Yes, you have me all to yourself this evening. We're going to be talking tequila. We're going to be talking a little market update. But mainly, we're going to do a little tequila tasting. We're going to compare and contrast the same tequila. But one is going to be Anejo, one is going to be Cristalino. So that's going to be interesting. And if you guys have any questions, all those folks that join us on the live, if you guys have any questions at all, drop your questions in the chat. We'll answer them for you. You have little old me all to yourself this evening, as long as you guys want to go. Now we'll keep it short today. Since it's just going to be me, we'll probably hang out for about a half an hour. We're going to cover a lot in that half an hour. We're talking tequila, real estate, all the good stuff. You know what I mean? So thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate all of you guys for being here. If you guys jump in and out, like I said, I'm monitoring the chat on Facebook. So go ahead and drop a question in there. Happy to help in any capacity. But we're going to go and kick this off with our little promo video, and then we'll start diving into tequila here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get the video started here, and we'll go from there. Hopefully this thing, there we go. And let's go. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate you guys. It's been an amazing holidays to start with. Can't complain. And we're back at it. This is now episode number 18 of Tequila and Transactions. This is like my favorite thing to do because I get to hang out with you guys. We get to talk real estate. We get to talk tequila. And today, got the label all backwards. But as I like to say, you guys, no seal, no deal. So directly from Mexico, this is the good stuff right here. All my past, I would say all the people I've hosted on the show in the past, you guys know the deal. You guys know exactly what that means. And all my listeners, you guys know exactly what that means. So the seal is the seal of approval. This is pretty much means that they paid the tax, the alcohol tax in Mexico to be able to sell these on the shelves, right? So if you got these little stickers on there, that means they came directly from Mexico. That means they have not been diluted with extra alcohol. So they're delicious. So if you guys have questions, let us know. We're going to be doing a little tequila tasting, comparing and contrasting Anejo and Anejo Cristalino. And then we're going to give you guys a little bit of market update, see what's going on in the market actually right now. It's very, very different than traditional markets, as you guys know. And these holidays haven't been any different. It's been quite competitive still. We're still seeing houses come on the market. We had a little bit of a break during Thanksgiving, but the market is staying hot. People are still looking. They're out and about, and that typically does not happen during this time. And I think it's mainly because interest rates are going up, and folks also have a lot more time. They're at home still. And so they're not out and about at work, stuck in the office. So they have a little bit more time on their hands. So that's kind of what we've been seeing lately. So without further ado, you guys, we're going to talk a little bit about both of these. 1800 tequila. It's not Cuervo, but I will tell you guys that Cuervo is the master tequilero. So essentially, the master tequilero, what that means is like they're the main company. Excuse me, I'm going to back this up so you guys get a better view here. But it's kind of like, you know, how do I put this for you guys? It's kind of like GM Motors, right? They have a lot of, you know, different companies underneath them, right? A lot of different car makes. Same thing with Jose Cuervo, they're the master tequilero. Then you have under them, you have Centenario, Don Julio, all those big companies, correct? And so underneath them, they have all these different brands. So the 1800 you have here used to be 1800 Cuervo, right? Still same company, yet it's a little bit different. As I will tell you guys, this bottle here tastes 100% different than the bottle you will taste in the United States. And just to go over a little bit, the max amount of alcohol content that could be in a quote unquote bottle, an alcoholic bottle of liquor, I should say, is 40%. Typically in Mexico, it's between 35 and 38% because, you know, these companies are making really, really good tequila. Like they're after the flavor, not so much the alcohol content. And typically you're going to see alcohol be between 35 and 38%. 38% is typically what you're going to see more often than not. But when it gets to the United States, if you guys notice, look at your tequila bottles, look at all your alcoholic bottle, all your all your liquor bottles, they're 40%. And that's because when they get here, they can be a maximum of 40%. So that's the way they ship them out here. Dilutes the flavor, more alcohol content doesn't necessarily mean it's better. So what I'm going to be doing today, we're going to be tasting each one. I'm going to give you guys my unbiased opinion. I love them both. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I actually do prefer the Cristalino a little bit better, just because it's a little bit smoother in my opinion. But I'm going to be doing the test today right in front of you guys, and we're going to do a little tasting test, I like to call it. And we're going to be tasting each one. I'm going to start with the Añejo and then work my way to the finished product, which essentially what they're taking is their Añejo tequila, and then now they're distilling it and removing the color. Same bottle, it's just this one's a little bit taller. They're both 35%, 700 milliliters. Same exact. This one's a little bit chubbier, hence they feel a little bit more. It's a little bit shorter, right? This one's a little bit taller. Same amount of alcohol, same amount of alcohol content, yet, and also same brand, right? But different process, different taste profile, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and dive into this, y'all. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try the 1800 first, the Añejo, the original. I'm not gonna really dilute it today because we're not gonna be sipping it. We're gonna be doing a tasting, so I'm not really gonna dilute it. But we are gonna oxygenate the tequila per se. So I'm gonna pour a little bit in my shot glass. I'm gonna pour it into my cup just to let those heavy alcohols vaporize, right? Same thing with mezcal is what I learned. Little tidbit here, guys, a little tangent. When I was in Oaxaca, I fell in love with God, now I lost my train of thought, with mezcal, right? And so mezcal is prominent in Oaxaca because it's the more indigenous way, the original way of distilling alcohol from the agave, from the cactus. And tequila is a whole different process. They also do virgin and more aged mezcales, just like tequila as well. But the flavor profile is completely different. What I did learn is you have to oxygenate the alcohol. So what we did is, if you guys follow me on my social media, they actually poured mezcal on a agave leaf. And so as it pours down the leaf, right, you're oxygenating it, all the heavy alcohol vaporizes, right? So now you're left with a little bit more of a pure flavor. And actually on my show, a couple of shows ago, I was with my man, Victor, and Victor brought over some mezcal, and it was, I can't even remember the name now. He's gonna probably get upset. He's like, man, I told you the name like a million times. But my man, Victor, came on the show. Victor Reyes brought some delicious mezcal, and that's when I kind of started to get a little bit more in the mezcal mode, started to kind of like, just drink a little bit more often, kind of, test my palate, see what other mezcals out there. And I'll tell you what, the mezcal that you taste here and the mezcal you taste in Mexico is completely different as well. So we're gonna kind of do the same process here for the shot. Then I'm gonna pour it into the cup, oxygenate it a little bit, similar to what you would do with wine, right? So with wine, obviously there's all these, different, wine crafts, different wine aerators and stuff like that oxygenate the wine. Essentially same thing. They're removing some of those alcohol, some of that heavy alcohol vaporizes, and now you're left with a little bit more of the pure flavor. So that's what we're going to do here. Cheers, guys. Let's go ahead and start with the 1800. As you can see, very different bottle. It actually has a little kind of like a little ball in here, a little filter, which kind of helps you serve your shots a little bit better, so you're not over pouring. So you got to tip it a little bit, shake it comes right out. So we're gonna do a little bit less than a full shot here. So you see that beautiful caramel color. So it's been aged, I believe 4 to 6 months is usually what they age them, but closer to 6 when it's añejo. Sometimes they age them for a year or more when it's extra añejo. An extra añejo can be between 6 to 8 months, and then even longer than that, right? So you get more of a little bit more of that whiskey barrel kind of flavor. You get a little bit more of whiskey profile. It's a little bit darker in color, extremely smooth. But look at that, just beautiful caramel color. So let's go ahead and pour that in here, y'all. What we're gonna cleanse our palate here with a little bit of LaCroix. I'm not sponsored by LaCroix, but shout out to LaCroix, and little lemon lime to kind of ease the palate with a little bit of citrus. So I'm just gonna let this oxygenate a little bit longer, kind of swirl it around, get a nice whiff of it. Very sweet, very, very sweet. And then we're gonna go ahead and salud, guys. Hope you guys are drinking responsibly. Hope you got your tequila or your favorite drink in your hand. So cheers, y'all. Wow. Completely different than what you would drink here in the States. A little sweet at the end. Very, very, very smooth. Have that real oakiness to it. But yeah, just an extremely smooth tequila. See, I didn't even make a face, guys, and I usually do, but extremely smooth. Got that nice oakiness from the barrel. I mean, you could drink that all day. Honestly, it's dangerous. How smooth that was. I didn't need to add any chaser or anything of that nature. And usually what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of water, typically sparkling water, and then maybe a splash of Coke for sweetness, but you don't really have to do that with this at all. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just clean it out with this lemon lime spritzer here. But that's usually how I dilute my tequilas, because I want to be able to taste my tequila, but at the same time, I don't want to overwhelm it. So sometimes I'll just do just straight club soda or straight sparkling water with no flavoring in it, and then just dilute it with about a shot or two, about a shot and a half, with a tall glass, right? And then just you keep all those flavors. You're not overwhelming the tequila, and at the same time, you're also taking in some H2O at the same time while you're drinking. So that's always a good thing, is to stick to one drink, stay hydrated throughout the process. And I guarantee you, if you don't steer away from this good stuff and you're drinking water in between, you're not going to wake up with any hangover. You're going to wake up with some energy the next day to go out and grab some breakfast, or go out and hang out with the family, do some shopping, etc. So let me go ahead and clean out this glass, and then we're going to move on to the 1800 Cristalino. That was delicious. There's a little bit of leftover 1800 in there. So different, 100% different, guys. This is clear. It's been distilled. Same añejo, right? Same company, same everything. They just then take that tequila, distill it, remove all the coloring, and even makes it even smoother. Probably thinking to yourself, can it get smoother? Sure can. It definitely can. All right, so we clean this all out. There's gonna be no color in this, guys. This is 100% transparent. It's liquid gold right there. So see, nice and clear. See right through the glass. no color whatsoever. And then just reminding all my listeners out there, if you guys have questions, let me know. Always happy to help. Always happy to answer any questions, whatever you may be, whatever's on your mind. And then give you guys a little bit more insight on tequila as well. If you guys have any questions about anything, as I mentioned, I'm monitoring the chat, so you guys are in good hands. I'm not gonna leave you guys out to dry. If you guys have questions about anything, whether it's real estate related or not, we'd be glad to help. So let me leave these here for decoration purposes. So now we're on to this bad boy here. Same thing, we're gonna pour it into our cup here. Make sure all that water is gone. Let it oxygenate just a little bit here. As you pour it into the cup, swirl around, you're gonna get rid of all those heavy alcohol. It gets vaporized, all the heavy stuff. And so you're left, like I said, left with a much cleaner tasting tequila. Do the same thing with wine, do the same thing with other liquors and stuff like that as well. But you really taste the difference with mezcal. I will tell you guys that much. I've witnessed firsthand. So, and yeah, we just had an amazing time in Mexico. We were in Oaxaca, we were in Huatulco, which I highly recommend if you have not been to Huatulco. Beautiful beach. You get to go to the lagoon where it has the illuminating algae, craziest thing you'll ever see, and amazing food. Just such humble, just really, really good people there. We felt 100% safe, secure. There was, no issues at all. And I highly recommend if you have not been to Oaxaca to go visit Oaxaca. It's a beautiful place. And we also got to spend time with our family in our hometown in Jalisco as well. And that was just an amazing time. Amazing time. I love going back to my roots, going back to my hometown. I have a lot of amazing friends out there and colleagues. So it's just a great time to go out there, hang out a little bit, and kind of change scenery a little bit, eat some good food, drink some good tequila. So it's not a bad deal, right? So, you can smell the difference already. It's like night and day. It just it doesn't smell like overwhelmingly like alcohol, right? This one had a little bit more of an alcoholic, you smell it, like, ooh, that's alcohol, right? It has that kind of overwhelming smell. Smells just extremely sweet. Yeah, that's some good stuff. So without further ado, now we're moving on to the 1800 Cristalino, which is the distilled version of this 1800 here. So, salud. Yeah. Completely different as far as taste goes. This was extremely smooth. A lot sweeter, I would say, especially at the end. At the end, it just goes down like it's like butter, like some really, really good honey. You know what I mean? Where like that after profile where it just gets tasted and it's nice and smooth, nice and silky. And this is amazing. This is some amazing stuff. You can't really hardly find this stuff anymore. It's tough right now in Mexico. Also, there's a shortage as well because a lot of it's getting outsourced, or I would say shipped out to the United States. So you're seeing a lot of tequila just coming to the United States. A lot of it's not staying in Mexico, and at the same time, we're also seeing that there's also a shortage of laborers. Same kind of thing that we're facing here in the United States. So the production is down because of COVID, and then a lot of people are not working. And I was hearing from a lot of folks out there that they're even having a hard time finding folks that are going to go out there and just actually cut the agave when it's ready so it can be distilled into tequila, right? And so a lot of times they're having a shortage of workers. So it's kind of like the United States where you go and you find that good bottle and then it may not be there because someone buys them all up and you're like, what the hell? And it takes forever for them to actually stock up the shelves again. Same kind of thing in Mexico. The good stuff goes quick. People are buying it up because there's, it's wedding season. All that good stuff is going on. So a lot of people are buying it in bulk. But the good thing is I have a connection. So if you guys need the stuff, I got you. A lot of my buddies actually have their own liquor stores in Mexico. So if you're ever down in Guadalajara in that area near Tepatitlán or any of that nature, hit me up. I got you covered. We'll put you in touch with the source. We'll get you guys what you need. And ultimately, just you guys can support mom and pop. You know what I mean? Don't go to Walmart. Don't go to those big stores. I mean, you're going to get them a lot more expensive as well. You probably get a little bit of a deal, and then especially you're helping out a mom and pop shop that it's in their family business. So I will say that I'm going to be biased here because this is my favorite though. The 1800 Cristalino is my favorite. I would say by far. Extremely smooth. There's no like real harsh aftertaste. It's a little bit sweeter than the regular 1800 Anejo. But I could drink anyone all day, every day. If this one's at a party, I'm going to be extremely happy. But I'll just be a little extra happy for this one. As you can see, a little bit of a cooler bottle, kind of has some like nice little indentations on the glass here. And just overall, just an amazing just flavor profile. I'll say between these both, a little bit sweeter, a lot smoother. This one just has an amazing like caramel kind of oaky flavor to it. So if you like a little bit more whiskeys, I'd say go with this. If you want just a very smooth tequila you can sip all night, it's going to be this one right here, the 1800 Cristalino. And they're about the same price. Here in the US, I think they're around $50. This one at the airport cost me about $35, and this one cost me about $38. You can still find them at the airport. Make sure you open the box. This is speaking from experience here. Open the box. You don't really see them with these bottles. A lot of the other bottles are actually being outsourced to the United States, so they don't actually pay the tax. They actually just ship them out, and then they sell them at the airport still. But don't be fooled. They're not Mexican. Make sure that you check the alcohol content. Make sure that you check the stickers, because I've been fooled before. Good tequila still. I'll still drink it, but it wasn't Mexican. And it didn't have 35%. It had 40%. Tastes a little bit more harsh, but this is right here. No seal, no deal, guys. And so with that being said, I appreciate you guys joining me, doing a little bit of tequila tasting. We're not going to wrap it up just yet. Kind of want to give you guys like a little bit more an insight as to what's going on in the real estate market. We talked a little bit about it in the beginning of the show, but ultimately there's still a lot of movement going on. I have clients searching all throughout the Bay Area, from Alameda County to Contra Costa County, and out to Stanislaus, Santa Clara County. We have a lot of our clients, Alvarez and Associates, that are searching all over the Bay Area, and we're all seeing the same thing. There is still inventory coming on. Buyers are still being aggressive and still looking, because obviously they have been taught to be aggressive and come in above asking. And during the holidays, people still want to move, which is not as common as it once was. When I first got licensed about 7 years ago now, we saw that there was a real slowdown in August all the way through February, right? So kind of August was the last kind of hurrah, then summer was over, then it really started to slow down all the way until about Super Bowl or Valentine's Day. And then here comes the spring, market starts to get a little bit hotter. But we have seen folks are still going out and buying homes, they're still writing offers, all that good stuff. So there is still a good demand out there. There are folks that are very well educated, have some great real estate agents behind them who are coaching them through this process. And they all know, as I've told you guys before and told all my clients before, that interest rates are starting to trickle upward. So I think with the fear of that, folks are still working from home. They have a little bit more time on their hands, is allowing them to actually go out and see property, especially during the weekends, especially when they need to go out probably during the week. You're able to set up shows with their realtors. So I will tell you guys that there is still a demand. It's still a seller's market, especially if the home is in great condition in a nice area. That's usually what will sell the home. It's price, condition, and location. Remember that. And that's always what's going to create the demand. So we have seen that the market has slowed down as far as the amount of offers, but there is still traction. There's still people wanting to buy, still people selling. So that's what has not changed, is the activity in the market as far as, buyers and sellers. But what has really kind of, calmed down is the amount of multiple offers. We were seeing in the 20s, like dozens or more. Now we're kind of seeing 5, 6, 7 offers, right? They're a little bit less. So that is still going on right now. There is still a good amount of buyers, and still people coming on the market. So that is still the case. We're still seeing that throughout the entire Bay Area. And we also do have some amazing news we'd like to share with you guys. We actually brought on 3 new agents this past week and this week. So within these last 2 weeks, we brought on 3 brand new agents. One of them that you may already know was one of my previous guests on the show, was 𝘞𝘦𝘭𝘠𝘮, the sole realtor, one of my good friends from NAREP. And she just came on. We're excited to have her. Super happy to help her grow and help her develop her craft, and ultimately just really help the folks that she wants to help, and really kind of niche and help her in any capacity that we can, right? That's what we're here to do at Boulevard Real Estate Knowledge and Associates. We're here to help our agents, help them grow in any capacity, help them find their niche, and ultimately just help them do great business and help families. And that's ultimately here what we're here to do, is help people, and be a pleasure to assist you. And our associates are always available to help as well. So we have some amazing people that work here that want to help some great families get into their homes. Also help folks sell their homes for top dollar. We're here to do it all. We even do help out with investing as well. So anything real estate related or not, we're here to help you guys. And then you will be hearing about our 2 newest agents here soon as well. They're actually going through the onboarding process. And once they get signed up, they're going to be shouted all over our social media, and we couldn't be happier to have them. And so, if you ever have any questions about real estate, whether you want to make the switch, or if you're looking to get into real estate, or somebody that needs our help, or even if you have a question in regards to anything, whether you need a lender, a painter, whatever you guys need, I'm always happy to help you guys. I'm going to end it a little shorter tonight because we don't have another guest, or else we'd be talking all about that. You guys already know me. And ultimately, it was a pleasure being here and pleasure joining you guys this evening and talking a little bit of tequila. But ultimately, just want to say that we're always here to help, whether you want to work with us or not. We're always here to help you and put you in the right direction, point you in the right direction, and just be a resource for you. So once again, it was a pleasure. Thank you guys so very much. Hope you guys enjoyed this evening. Hope you guys learned a little bit about tequila, learned a little bit about the real estate market and what's going on right now. And if you ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. You can find me all over the internet. Just look up Ricky the Realtor on Instagram at Ricky_the Realtor. On Facebook that you're on now, my Facebook, you guys can hit me up there, or you guys can text me, call me at 925-381-7180. Happy to help you guys, and just want to wish you guys the happiest of holidays. Hope you guys have a great one, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Take care.